Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Cave of Collectibles. Today I've got a really special unboxing for you. It's probably the favourite statue in my collection so far. It is the, let's turn it around, X-23 Premium Format by Sideshow Collectibles. As you can see, this is a massive box. I actually had trouble getting it in frame. As I said before, I don't have the most space to film, so it'll be a little bit tricky with some of these really big boxes, but man, this statue is incredible and I can't wait to show it to you. But we'll start by taking a look at the art box. If you haven't seen any of my other unboxings before, please go and check them out, leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all of that, and let's take a look. The front of the box is just a really, really nice picture of the artwork. It's a bit dark, a little bit hard to make her out there, but man, it is one impressive statue. Premium format. The sides just have X-23. The back, as you saw at the start, is just the simple X-Men logo with the Wolverine colours there. X-23 on the other side. The top is just basically the same. I'll flip around. It is the X-23 symbol again. And on the bottom, we have the edition number. And this is number 177 of 2500. Now this is the regular version. It's not the exclusive version. Being in Australia, it costs way too much to get the exclusive sometimes. And I'm not really disappointed. I would have liked the exclusive, but just with the collector's edition, I absolutely love the face on this one, which is one of the reasons why she is my favourite piece. But anyways, I'll quickly cut and let's take a look at the box itself. So here is the big slab of polystyrene. You've got top at the bottom and the Sideshow logo is always at the top. I've already cut the tape. As you can see, it's got tape running both ways on this box. It is one massive box. Don't really know what I can show you for comparison, but this is one really, really big bit of styrofoam. It's thin, but it's big. I've cut, like I said, I've cut the sides already. We'll crack her open, we'll have a look. I've already cleaned a bit of the styrofoam off the actual statue itself inside because, man, it was not good. It was everywhere. It's like somebody packed the statue and then tipped styrofoam beads all over it. But here we go. Here's the actual statue itself. That's where the exclusive head goes. Big hole. Bunch of little satchels in there to keep the moisture out. As you can see, this statue itself has a fair few parts. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different parts, so there is a bit of assembly required with this one. Mind you, I actually love that. Sometimes it just feels, well, a bit better value for money if you actually have a bit of assembly required. That is the hand there, the Sentinel hand for the base. Man, that is big and probably where a lot of the weight is. This statue is an incredible piece of engineering. If you've seen the pictures of it like you saw on the front of the box, it is massive. I've had to drop one of my shelves down just up there. She'll go next to Emma Frost. I have another unboxing there for a statue to go there soon. She'll go next to Emma Frost and I've had to drop the shelf down so she'll actually fit on there. There's the head. I don't want to show off too much of that because it is beautiful. And the arms, part of the base with the sentinel claws, and the body of Laura herself. Anyways, we'll cut back. I'll put this camera back on the stand and we'll have a close look at these pieces and start putting this beauty together. So here we go. As you can see already, the statue all, I'm really starting to like the look of it over there, but we'll pull out the base first. And this is one big base. I'll put my hand in there. You can see just how big it is. There's still bits of styrofoam over this everywhere. But, wow, this base is incredible. I'll try and get it to focus a bit better for you. It's a little bit better. We'll grab some close-ups at the end, but look at the size of that base. And there we are on the bottom. 177 of 2,500. So man, oh, that is heavy. Look at the size of that keyhole, which supports the rest of the statue. Oh, there we go, that's a better view there. So we'll chuck that down and we'll grab the next piece out. Now the statue can be a little bit tricky to assemble, but first you want to grab this part of the tentacle thing. Is that what you would call it, coming out of the sentinel hand? With a big peg on the bottom, a slot for Laura there. And the magnet in this is incredible. Just slide it in and that will, you can pretty much pick it up by that now if you want. Slide right into place and you can get an idea of how awesome that looks. Man, I'm going to have to clean up the floor after this. There is styrofoam everywhere. But as you can see, already looking big, really. It's got some great height to it already. Next, we'll grab the body of Laura herself, which I advise you be careful with because there are metal bits on her, and the texture of her costume is just incredible. So here we go. The paint job on this is phenomenal. The different textures is incredible. I'll see if I can get you some close-ups. But no, we might grab some texture shots later. But even between the different areas of her costume, it's different texture leathers, the belt. It is absolutely incredible. It's all sculpted, but there are so many different textures, so many different colors on here. It is, I've never seen such a high quality piece before, to be honest. And there is a peg in the side of her foot right there, which slots into there. Be careful because those things on her leg, I can't talk today, those claws on her feet are actual metal and they have a very sharp point. So you just need a bit of pushing to get her in properly. I just almost cut myself on one of her feet. There we are. And look at the height of that piece already. It is insane. Absolutely insane. Look at the action and the pose she's in. You just, wow. You're a bit far away there to appreciate it, but man. So next we want to grab the other bit of the tentacle. This is from the sentinel hand, which is another bit of base. Turn it round. There is a bit of a key there, and that will just literally slot over there. So it's wrapped around her leg. But man. There we go. Now we'll grab the arms. Both of them are the same, or very similar. So I'll give you a close-up of one now. And we'll have a look at the whole statue in a second. There we are, as you can see. The claws, still all the texture in the costume. The metal right there. And it just simply clips in her left arm and right arm. This pose is just absolutely stunning. It is so dynamic. And her hair as well, or her head I should say. Let's see if I can get you some close-ups of it looking decent, but there we go. That face sculpt is incredible. And there you got the hair as well to save a little bit of weight for the statue. The hair is actually PVC, I believe. It isn't. It is quite light for the head for the size that it is. And it slots in. And that there is the completed statue. It looks unbelievable. If you just look at the pose and the detail. But anyway, guys, let's grab some close-ups. Here we go. We'll start with the base. All the colours in there are incredible. I know I've used that word a lot this review, but man, I don't really know if there's any other word to describe this. You can see all the different oil stains probably through there. And you can actually see all the marks, all the cuts from X-23 throughout the statue. It is insane, and how they've got essentially the edges of the metal, which would be silver. You've got the rocks on the actual hand, like it's literally just crashed in the ground, and there's rocks flying up around as X-23 is jumping over it, and as it's dying or running out of power, what does the robot do when it... We'll just use dying for lack of a better word. It's just trying to grab onto her with the tentacle with its last breath. And through there you can see where she sheared it off. The actual mechanism within the hand itself. And then you've got more rocks underneath the base as well. Or underneath the hand, I should say. What I love about the statue as well, like my previous review of the Emma Frost statue, how there's actually all the Wolverine claw marks all over the base of that statue. Whereas we all know Wolverine's got 3 claws in his hand, X-23's got 2. So the Emma Frost has the 3 claw marks, whereas here you can actually see that on the X-23 base there's just the 2 claw marks. So I love that attention to detail that they put in the statue. And here is the... I don't even know what that's called, I give up. The tentacle coming out of the hand to try and grab X-23 as she is jumping through, trying to get away. And we'll come to the boots. We have to have a look at these. It's awesome. There we are. The camera is picking up the texture in the whole costume, which is great. You've got the treads on the bottom of the boot. As you can see, I love how they're just X's for the X-Men. And the other boot as well is just as detailed, with all the subtle bits that you would expect to see in the leather, the stitching along the edges. And as you come up and as you actually take a look at her uniform, you've got the 2 different textures for the different colours. The almost blacky blue there is a more subtle texture than what the yellow is there. And then you've got the stitching between them as well. Then you've got the stress marks. And then you've got the stitching in the belt as well. The buckle. But man, the amount of detail on this piece is insane. You've got the knee pads. And as you come up and you look at the abs she's got, you can actually see all the different tones of the flesh there. It is insane. And as you come up there as well, the costume is just as detailed. And we come up and we have a look at the face, and this is the reason why this is my favourite statue. That face sculpt is insane. The paint job is insane. I mean, just look at those teeth and those lips. Those teeth are so perfectly sculpted. That mouth, that facial expression looks aggressive. Sorry, my words are failing me today. And you can see the moisture on her lips as well, as your lips normally are. And if you have a look at her nose and the way it's wrinkled and all the lines down the bridge of her nose around her eyes, I've never seen this much detail in a facial sculpt before. And that is why I would say that this is my favourite piece, because this face is insanely awesome. You'll see the colour of her eyes from there, and the lighting that way better picks up the nose. That is insanely awesome. And as you come back and you have a look at the flowing hair, detailed, awesome. But man, I'm really, really happy with this piece. And you can see all the muscles in her back rippling. Come along her arm. These claws themselves are in fact metal. If there's any errors on here, any bad things with the cast, any criticism, I would have to say it's around there where the metal is connecting to the actual statue itself. But apart from that, that is some minor issue as well though. So I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't let that put you off the statue. But man, that is awesome. And as we come out, let's pan out and just take another look at that pose and closing. I mean, that is insane. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I rambled on a bit in this video, but man, I cannot say enough good things about this statue. If you can get hold of it, I highly encourage you to do it. There are 2,500 of the regular edition, which I think is a bit of a higher run with some of these X-Men pieces. Or the newer ones. I highly encourage it. If you're on the fence, get it guys. Anyway, like I said before, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next video.